Welcome to Kashmir University Weekly Video Digest Quest. First, a look at the highlights. A report on university's guest houses and a talk with a research scholar on his visit to the Kazakhstan. Now the details of these events with your host Rabia Bashir. Every university holds number of seminars, conferences and workshops throughout the year. These seminars and conferences attract delegates from around the world. And as such, university has a duty to provide accommodation for guests. It is for this purpose that Kashmir University last year built a new guest house in Naseem Bagh. The guest house named Sheikh Hamza Makhdoom Guest House was inaugurated by Finance Minister Mr. Abdul Rahim Rathar. Situated amid chinar trees in the Naseem Bagh, and the three-storied guest house was constructed at a cost of rupees 5.41 crore. Sheikh Hamza Makhdoom Guest House has 36 general rooms, 4 VIP suites and a dining cum recreation hall. Apart from that, university has another guest house named Suburban that was founded in 1978 by then Vice Chancellor Professor Rais Ahmed. Suburban Guest House overlooks Dal Lake and has 17 rooms, lounge and a big dining hall and 1 VIP suite.
हमारे यूनिवर्सिटी में 2 गेस्ट हाउसेस हैं. एक तो ज़बरवन गेस्ट हाउस है और दूसरा है शेख हमजा मखदूम रहमतुल्लाह अलैह गेस्ट हाउस है. ये जो ज़बरवन गेस्ट हाउस है ये 1978 में स्टार्ट हुआ है और तब वाइस चांसलर थे रईस अहमद साहब. सो तब से आज तक ये गेस्ट हाउस फंक्शन कर रहा है. इसमें बेसिकली 17 रूम्स हैं और एक वीवीआईपी रूम है और हमारे पास डाइनिंग हॉल है, बड़ा डाइनिंग हॉल है और लॉन्ज है जहाँ विस साहब डिनर विनर होस्ट करते हैं और कभी मीटिंग वहाँ पे हम कंडक्ट करते हैं वाइस चांसलर साहब. और ये बड़ी एम्बियंस इसकी बहुत अच्छी है. जो दूसरा गेस्ट हाउस है शेख हमजा मखदूम रहमतुल्लाह अलैह गेस्ट हाउस, उसमें 40 रूम्स हैं इंक्लूडिंग 4 VVIP रूम्स.
These guest houses are primarily meant for official guests of the Kashmir University. Participants of seminar, conferences and workshops, training programs organized by the university as well as those sponsored by UGC.
बुकिंग तो यही है, सेम है कि एक तो हम इसमें हमने फॉर्मेट बनाया हुआ है तो उनको फिलअप वो करना है या ऑनलाइन हमें वो रिक्वेशन भेजनी है. तो अगर हमारे पास अकोमोडेशन होगी अवेलेबल तो हम उनको लिखते हैं कि हमारे पास अकोमोडेशन है तो उनको हम बुक करते हैं रूम. अगर नहीं होगी तो हम उनको रिगेट भेजते हैं.
Research scholars, and teachers from other educational and academic institutions who come to Kashmir for academic purposes and are sponsored by their respective institutions may also be accommodated provided they write for reservation of rooms through proper channel.
उसके लिए एक बाज़ाब्ता एक फॉर्मेट हमने ये बनाया है और उस फॉर्मेट को उसको फिलअप करना है। उसमें सारे पर्टिकुलर्स हैं कि गेस्ट कहाँ से हैं, किस पर्पज़ के लिए आ रहा है और जो रेंट या फूड है वो कौन पे करेगा। तो उसके बाद वो जो सारे डिटेल्स जब वो जो ऑफिशियल भर लेगा तो देन विल प्रोवाइड हिम। अगर हमारे पास अवेलेबिलिटी होगी देन विल प्रोवाइड हिम।
For the convenience of guests, Kashmir University has also kept an online form.
कि अगर किसी को भी गेस्ट हाउस बुक करना होगा तो वो हमारी कश्मीर यूनिवर्सिटी की वेबसाइट पे जाके रूम अपना बुक कर सकता है। और दूसरा है कि मैन्युअली कोई हमें रिक्वेशन भेज सकता है किसी भी डिपार्टमेंट या गवर्नमेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन से कोई भी हमें रिक्वेशन आती है तो हम अकॉर्डिंगली उनको कमरा बुक करते हैं और फिर उनको कम्युनिकेट भी करते हैं थ्रू ईमेल या हम फ़ोन पे।
The facilities provided in the guest house are of top quality. The rooms are spacious and well furnished. Every room has an AC and phone facilities.
टेलीफोन फैसिलिटी, इंटरकॉम फैसिलिटी है और अगर कभी गेस्ट को बाहर फ़ोन करना है तो वो यूज़ कर सकता है, हमारा फ़ोन यूज़ कर सकता है। उसके लिए हम कोई चार्ज नहीं करते।
Both the guest houses and their own kitchen run by a senior cook. Over a period of time, the kitchen has earned a good name for itself. At this institution is for better health and education. Healthy and nutritious food is the order of the day. Talking to the guest team, the senior cook of the guest house said that food is prepared according to the individual wish of the guests.
यम साथ ये गेस्ट ई तमिस वन वन सा क्या क्या सह वन माज दियो सा या सब्जी दियो सा तम सस वनस पे ये होटल पे तैयार आसान कह ये बना ऑर्डर इस गेस्ट वन मतलब ये गेस्ट वन तेल बनाओ नत बनित आसान ये कह होटल पे।
The food is served in the dining room of the guest house.
डाइनिंग हॉल में 75 पर्सनस अकोमोडेट हो सकते हैं कि मतलब वो खाना खा सकते हैं एक ही टाइम में। ये हमारे पास किचन है ये और ये हमने बुफेट लगाए थे, बुफेट सिस्टम है यहाँ पे है और गेस्ट आके यहाँ पे वो अपना खाना खुद लेते हैं और खाना खाते हैं।
Both the guest houses has a lounge for meeting purposes.
इस लॉन्च का ये पर्पज़ ये है कि जब भी वाइस चांसलर साहब ये चाहते हैं कि कभी मीटिंग ऑफिशियल मीटिंग ये हो कि वो यहीं पे करते हैं ऑफिशियल मीटिंग सर। हाँ जो गेस्ट जो उनसे मिलना चाहते हैं तो वही आते हैं तो उनसे गेस्ट से मिलते हैं और बात कर लेते हैं।
Accommodation rates of guest house varies for people. Experts and examiners are charged nothing, while as invitees are charged nominal fee. Sometimes there is a huge influx of guests, and in that case, many times the manager of the house has to say no. Preference is given for the experts, examiners, and invitees of the university.
ये यूनिवर्सिटी गेस्ट हाउस हैं, पहले हमारे जो प्रेफरेंस होती हैं वो हम देते हैं ऑफिशियल्स जो ऑफिशियल पर्पज़ के लिए यूनिवर्सिटी विजिट करते हैं उनकी हम पहले अकोमोडेशन प्रोवाइड कर लेते हैं। उसके बाद जो सेमिनार्स अटेंड करने के लिए आते हैं तो तीसरा जब हमारे पास कोई ऐसा गेस्ट आता है कि वो पर्सनल गेस्ट आता है किसी का तो उसका हम वो लास्ट में देते हैं। अगर हमारे पास अकोमोडेशन अवेलेबल होती है तो हम उनकी अकोमोडेशन को हम प्रोवाइड कर लेते हैं, तो वरना हम उनको रिजेक्ट कर लेते हैं। ऐसे कई बार हुआ है कि हमारे पास जगह नहीं थी, अकोमोडेशन नहीं थी, अवेलेबल नहीं थी और हमने अपने डिपार्टमेंट को रिजेक्ट करना हमें पड़ा। बहुत बार हमने अपने डिपार्टमेंट्स को रिजेक्ट किया है और फिर उन्होंने कहीं यूनिवर्सिटी से बाहर अकोमोडेशन को प्रोवाइड किया है।
The guest house also maintains a record book in which visitors note down their remarks.
उसमें गेस्ट्स दे हैव ऑल प्रेज फॉर आवर गेस्ट हाउसेस। उन्हें वो हमेशा इनको यही कहना है कि हमने ऐसा गेस्ट हाउस कहीं पे नहीं देखा है। आप खुद देखिए कि इसकी एम्बियंस कितनी अच्छी है और वेल फर्निश्ड रूम्स हैं और हमारा स्टाफ जो वो डेडिकेटेड स्टाफ है। सो वो उनको यही कमेंट्स हैं कि मतलब वो हमारी हॉस्पिटैलिटी से बहुत इम्प्रेस हुए हैं।
The Zabarwan guest house went through renovation phase during which a number of things were added.
रेनोवेशन में हमने पहले यहाँ पे पैनलिंग के कुछ रूम्स में और LCD टीवी लगाए हैं और कई रूम्स में हमने फ्रिज लगाए हैं और इंटरकॉम फैसिलिटी हमने लगाई है और एसीज लगाए हैं हमने। इसका मुझे लग रहा है कि 1 करोड़ से ज़्यादा हमें यहाँ पे एक्सपेंडिचर हुए हैं।
The university is planning to beautify the guest houses.
फ्यूचर प्लान्स हमें ये है कि हमारे यहाँ पे जो गार्डन है इसमें हम लाइटिंग लगा रहे हैं और एक फाउंटेन लगा रहे हैं बीच में यहाँ पे, और उसको हम और मोर ब्यूटीफुल बनाएंगे इस गेस्ट हाउस को, क्योंकि जो ये गेस्ट हाउस है इसमें इस वन ऑफ द बेस्ट गेस्ट हाउसेज इन इंडिया.
Guest houses come under the hospitality and protocol wing.
यहाँ पे जो हमारा जो स्टाफ है, दे आर वेल ट्रेन्ड एंड वेल बिहेव्ड, और हम इनको अपनी एक फैमिली की तरह इनको हम देखते हैं, और दे आर पार्ट एंड पार्सल ऑफ आवर गेस्ट हाउसेज. और मुझे नहीं लग रहा है कि उसके बगैर हम अपना जो गोल ऑब्जेक्टिव है हम उसको पूरा कर सकते हैं.
A research scholar of Center of Central Asian Studies, Mr. Yunus Ahmed, recently had a study tour to Kazakhstan. Mr. Yunus, who is doing his PhD thesis on industrial technology in Kazakhstan, Soviet and post-Soviet period, stayed in Kazakhstan for a period of 30 days. Quest team talked to the research scholar on his experience.
I am just pursuing my research on Kazakhstan, and my topic is growth and development of industries in Kazakhstan, Soviet and post-Soviet period. So in this background, I was just visiting Kazakhstan.
He said that due to the MOU signed with the Kazakhstan University, he faced no hassles in accommodation and other things.
You know, as far as our center is concerned, it's having memorandum all over Central Asia, with Central Asian countries. And in Kazakhstan, we are having our MOU with Valikhanov Institute, CH Valikhanov Institute of History and Ethnology in Almaty. It is one of the institute that is just, that's giving support to this institute. In terms of, receiving Central Asian, these scholars, Central Asian scholars, and they were the people who just, supported me by two hands.
Talking to the Quest team, Mr. Yunus said the study tour was facilitated by his center. Mr. Yunus said that the people there were friendly and supportive of his work.
You know, as far as that area is concerned, you know, they provided me very sophisticated support in the sense that I was given company by the professor to locate different industrial plants. Since my topic is on industries, I went to different industrial destinations. I interacted with the people. He was the man who just came to my support. I talked, with the, technocrats. I talked with the engineers. I talked with the, those people who were, providing support to those industrial plants and who were even at the helm of affairs of those, in those areas. They just, everywhere they came with a with prolific amount of support to me. Yeah.
During his stay in Kazakhstan, the research scholar faced a communication barrier, but the university authorities provided him a professor for translation purposes.
I feel myself a little lucky because the moment I put it on the table of theirs that I'm in need of translator, they came to the surface and they said that yes, we can be offering you this man. In Central Asia, particularly in Kazakhstan, it is that pocket of Central Asia which lies very much close to the Russia. So Russian language is treated to be, it is considered the lingua franca of the people. And more importantly, the next language that is occurring in the region is Kazakh language. And they were not, good at English. Then I was offered and a professor there who was just good at English. I was just communicating with him. He was then communicating it. He was just interacting with the people, collecting views of the areas, socio-economic aspects, and then he was translating it into English, and then he was offering it to me.
Kazakhstan, being a Central Asian state, has many similarities with Kashmir. Apart from weather, many food habits of Kazakhstan are similar to Kashmir. The research scholar said that apart from language, he didn't felt much difference.
As far as cultural aspect is concerned, I can say that the region is, growing a little, modernized in a sense that people, they have acclimatized themselves to the European culture and Russian particularly. And as far as the geography of the region, I found myself, there is some kind of compatibility was seen. And that compatibility here, the same kind of climatic conditions I felt it, and the same kind of climatic conditions were there, and I didn't find much difference as far as this climate is concerned. And as far as the dress of the people is concerned, that was a little bit different, and the language, religion to some extent, that was also there.
Mr. Yunus said that the study tour is an important milestone in researchers' career as it provides a first-hand experience.
I am a little bit satisfied, a little bit in the sense that actually social science is a very comprehensive term, and it's very hard to reach to the, innate, or depth of the understanding of human being. But still, I can say that I was lucky enough to have that trip, because it gave me that instrument or that perimeter by virtue of which I can just feel the pulse of the people. Yeah, I can just gain the confidence. Yes, the moment I can be offered anywhere any chance to speak on Kazakhstan, I can be bold enough to talk about it because of that confidence that I gained out of this trip.
He said that he is indebted to the center and university for signing MOUs with Central Asian University.
I am highly thankful to Director J.R. Jan. I am highly thankful to my supervisor. I am equally thankful to this J. Mir and Professor Kao for lending their support in making this visit possible.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a sad news to share with you. Unfortunately, the Dean Faculty of Arts and Head Department of Urdu, Professor Majid Muzmar, passed away on Thursday. Professor Muzmar, 59, was a well-known scholar and writer. Hailing from Anantnag district, Professor Muzmar was ill for some days and passed away in Skims Hospital. Professor Muzmar had a teaching experience of more than 28 years. Besides that, he was the editor of research journal Baziyaft for 15 years. Professor Muzmar is survived by wife, son and a daughter. He was also the course coordinator of Urdu subject for e-content. Kashmir University in general and EMMRC and Quest team in particular offer heartfelt condolence to the family of the departed. That's all for today's episode. Log on to our website emmrckashmir.com, where you can check the latest episode of The Quest. You can also send us your valuable suggestions at our email address, that is quest@emmrckashmir.com. Before I take you a leave, here are a few words of wisdom. An eye for an eye and the whole world would be blind.